Instructional design, the Bloom's taxonomy. A taxonomy is a way to organize a system of knowledge, and it serves to understand a process. In this case, Bloom's taxonomy is referred to the objectives or learning objectives that we can fit to be reached during our learning process. In 1971, Benjamin Bloom sets these 6 steps or levels of knowledge that could be reached by the learning process. He organized it from lower order thinking skills to higher order thinking skills. In 2000, Anderson and Krathel established a new system revising the Bloom's taxonomy. It sets the learning objectives level that we can be interested to reach during our process. The first step is that we want that the people remember the information we are transmitting them or presenting them. Remember implies to use the memory, and the memory is the main tool that we are going to use to generate this knowledge, new knowledge. The second step or level we would like to reach is that the people not only remember the information but comprehend, understand the system that we are presenting them. If I want to prove if the people remember, I just ask him to repeat, to list, to make a description. But if I want to know if people have comprehended the concept, I have to tell them to explain it. The third level is that people can be applying the concepts that we have given them. This happens in 2 stages. The first stage is that they apply it in a controlled environment, in an exercise inside our class or our facilitation. Then the second stage is that they can apply this concept in their own context, so they can prove the utility of the knowledge they are acquiring. Then the next step in learning objectives is that the people can analyze, and analyze is the capability to break in part an information or a knowledge and understand how those parts related among them. Up to this is the step that is evaluate. So people can compare the results of the process they are applying with an standard of with an expected result, so they can fit if there is some big differences or small differences between the expectation with the result, so they can evaluate and to can analyze how to reorganize the process just to get the people can develop better their results. The last, the higher order thinking skills is that people can create. But create refers to the creativity that is the process that implies to use elements that we already know, elements that we already possess, and restructure them, make new relationship among them in a creative and useful manner. So creativity is not bringing by themselves of ideas, brings of the capability that people have to take those elements that they already know and reorganize them in a useful manner. Each people dedicated to learning process can choose which is the objective, the level of objective they want to reach. But we have to have in account that the higher the target, longer, more complexity, and more preconception are needed. It means that the process is complex, and this can be related to more time and follow-up. So, except that you have developed this step-by-step growing up, you cannot get that the people create without fulfilling the previous steps. Not necessary in your process. They can be here landing from different processes where they have got the information and the concepts that we are going to use to lead them to create. So this is a very important issue that we have to have in account when we decide what we want that the people do after the learning process. Finally, this graphic could be useful for you to see which are the 6 steps in the lower level of thinking process to the upper, and there you can find some different verbs that you can use to establish your objectives, learning objectives. So I hope that this explanation about Bloom's taxonomy can help you to organize the process that you are going to deliver to the participants. See you in the next stage.